Hi everybody, hope you're doing marvellously well. Very, very excited because this is part two of the home studio build. We, as you know, last week spoke to Sweetwater and we ordered the panels and the Zaor desk, which I love the look of, and we have put it together. The panels are now up, the desk is up, the curtains are purchased, and probably best of all, Gavin Haverstick himself came by to talk to us about it and give us some little pieces of advice. So stay tuned for the studio build, part 2. I mean, what's the narrowest panel that we have to put up? I mean, got 4 identical ones on the back. Those look identical. Is it a corner one? So there's a few panels have gone up, as you can see here, and it's quite straightforward, I think, relatively, wouldn't you say, Connor?
Once you figure it out.
Once you figure it out. So this bracket here, for instance, goes in the corner for these corner pieces, and you just drill it in here, and then there's where these brackets attached to on this wooden bracket, if you see, which is these. So then what happens is the back of these panels, you mind grabbing a panel? As you can see, basically what happens is panel goes up and just locks into it. We'll film it to show you, but it's relatively straightforward, isn't it? I mean, it's just getting it level, and if it's not level, frankly, just take it off and put it back on again. I was a little terrified of taking it off and putting it back on again, but it doesn't seem to really be a difficult thing to do. So once they're up, it's pretty secure. It's not really going anywhere, even in Earthquake City, Los Angeles. Well, shouldn't say that, should I now? Because now what will happen is it will all fall down. But no, because they're relatively light. And I was going to say one other thing. So Gavin recommended this company. So they're called Rose Brand. So Rose Brand, they make curtains, acoustic treatment curtains, which is insanely good. So what we're looking at here is the best performing one is this 25 ounce called Memorable. And as you see here, it's noise reduction coefficient and sound absorption average. And the one that kind of works best in both lines is this one, 25 ounce Memorable. And what he's recommending we do is we get that and we make it oversized, so there's a bunch of folds in there. We're going to buy, they come in like 54-inch wide sections, so we're going to get 2 for the main window, because it's 82 inches across, so that'll end up being 108 total, so you get nice big folds. And then this window over here is about 42 inches, so it gives us like another 14 inches, or 16 inches I should say, to put in some folds in there. So basically it's going to be 1, 2, that gives us 72 inches, 3, 4, but there's 2 panels on there, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 yards at 54 inches. $152 for like super, super thick acoustic quality curtains. Like, it's really thick and it does the job. So I don't know, I mean, that's not free, and maybe you can go to a local place and find something local. Maybe you have some fabric already, but I don't think that's overly expensive. 152 bucks, and we're going to get some fabric for the windows, and it's called Rose Brand is the name of the company.
the center at the bottom because it's more of an anchor point. It's not necessarily holding it up. It is, but it's also kind of just making sure it doesn't fall. What we're gonna do now is we'll put the panel up. So I'm gonna line it up with my marker down here, giving me an approximate height. It's not the best mark, but it'll give me a good frame of reference for where it needs to go. And then we're gonna make sure it's in between the panels.
Nice. All right.
We got 2 more down here.
Oh yeah. Only 2?
The bottom one is a single bracket.
Okay. About there? What do you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good. Yes. All right. Panel-tastic.
Hey everybody, my name's Gavin Haverstick with Haverstick Designs. I've been partnering with Produce Like a Pro on this mix room here and handling the acoustical design. I'm just in town. I was going to stop by and take a look at the progress, and everything's coming along really great. There's panels on the walls. Currently the ceiling treatment and the base trapping on the ceiling wall junctures isn't complete yet, but already you can hear a difference in this room compared to the video conferences that we had earlier. But we've got first reflection control here with some of the panels on the walls. These are the 2-inch fulfill panels from Acoustical Fulfillment, both on the walls and then spanning the corner here as well. And then on the back wall, we've got the Flex 48 adaptive treatment system, which is a patented product that is a diffuser when you want it to be and an absorber when you want it to be. So you can change the way the room sounds depending on what you're doing that day. And it's great on the back wall like this. Of the mix position is going to be here, the speaker's going to fire towards it. What's great about that is that when the shields are in place, it's a nice bass trap where you get a boost of absorption in the 80 to 125 hertz range, which most small rooms struggle with. So it will help with some axial front to back room mode issues while also providing diffusion so that you're not having too dead of a sounding room. So on the ceiling, we're still going to have some more fulfill panels above the mix position for the first reflection control to get that first reflection off of the speakers and calm down that mix position. But then we also have these Part Science space array diffusers, which are going to go on the ceiling and then also on the door over here. And what it does is it scatters sound in a really pleasant way. You want to control the room, but you don't want to deaden it so much that it seems lifeless. And so these space arrays are going to go in an array here on the ceiling, on the door as well, and just provide some natural scattering. Be great if you ever did want to track acoustic guitar in the back of the room. This room will be really, really good for that, but also will help with the mixing environment too. So another thing that's going to happen down the road is replacing or at least covering these windows with some thick, dense curtains. And that'll help in a couple ways. Mostly it's going to be reflection control, because right now with the wood slats and the glass behind it, it's mostly reflective. But the curtain is going to help absorb some of that energy. Also allows you to open and close it to change the ambience of the room as well. It's kind of another adaptive feature. It will help somewhat with sound that's traveling from the outside. If you get a really thick, dense curtain, it will help muffle that sound a little bit. Not as much as like a window plug would that would fill the entire window, but it will offer some dampening there. The other thing that is going to happen is that in front of this closet over here is going to be an Auralex ProGo, which is a 2-foot by 6-foot tall gobo that will be able to be placed at the first reflection point while not altering that closet, because it's kind of a bifold accordion style door, and there's no way to really mount treatment effectively on it. And so this movable treatment can be moved in and out. If you need access to the closet, you can move it out of the way, but then you can put it right back when it's time to do some mixing. So the combination of all the treatments in here should make for a really nice mix room, and be able to get a lot of work done in here, and be able to trust the room. But yeah, everything is looking like it's coming along just like the plans that we sent over. You guys are doing a great job with the install, and excited to see it come together.
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting because there's boxes in the way.
Oh, I want to help, but I'm filming.
Okay, you got the camera. Okay. Oh yeah, caramba! We did it! Yeah, this perfect position. Amazing. Okay, so I think we have to move the light out of the way, don't we? Because it's going to be right in the centre. We should measure it to the centre, but wow, it looks great. I guess kind of central. Let's measure. Can you go to the very end there? So it's like 140. 76. It's desk. Yay! Now we have the desk, the Zawol desk in. We're getting the special acoustic curtains. Are actually being hemmed at the moment. I'm not a seamstress, so they're being hemmed by somebody else. And they're going to go over the windows. There'll be a link where you can buy those as well. You know, we're going to be working at, reasonable levels in here. This is not a completely isolated room. There will be some sound coming out. That's just the way it is. But this is going to be really cool. It looks great. So now we're going to have two main control rooms. I know it's a bit messy here, but you can see it's a pretty decent amount of room back there. And if we get like a little seat back here, band members could be sitting in here. We'll do the vocal over here. Yeah, you could get like 3-4 people maximum. But to be honest, that's all I'm going to need in here. 3 or 4 people. Probably most of the time it'll be us on our own. We'll also set up some cameras in here when we demo new gear. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have the acoustic curtains up. So we'll put a link to where we got those from as well. But yeah, they're pretty thick, pretty heavy. I think they're the most effective ones that they sold. Connor, who's holding the iPhone, is nodding at the moment. So yes. So essentially, the room is done. The gear isn't in, of course. We still got to choose things and get them, but the room is done. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Very exciting.